The state's alcohol law enforcement division found violations at 2 Chapel Hill bars related to this crash that killed a UNC student. We've reported extensively on this case in which sophomore Molly Rotunda was killed. 10 people, including 3 football players, were charged. WRAL Investigates Sarah Kruger is live in Chapel Hill with many new details from that night that you'll only see on WRAL. Sarah?
Gerald, I got these reports through a public records request, nearly 100 pages of information here, and they give a lot of details about what happened out here at the crash site, what came before this, what came after this, including interviews with 2 of the football players now facing charges.
The 20th birthday party for UNC football player Zachary Rice is what brought everyone together in the early morning hours of January 21st, according to new reports obtained by WRAL Investigates. The reports submitted last month to the ABC Commission about 2 Chapel Hill bars, Might As Well and Still Life, showed the ALE found violations on the part of the bars, who are accused of serving alcohol to minors. The documents mostly center around Still Life, revealing the group of friends spent more than $900 on tequila there, paid for by football player Travis Shaw. ALE investigators relied heavily on surveillance video to piece together a timeline. It says Rice, who admits to driving one of the cars later that morning, was seen taking at least 5 shots between 12:36 and 1:41 a.m. About 30 minutes later, the group went to a parking deck and got into different cars, all headed back to the Blue on Farrington, an apartment complex where many of them lived. In an interview with Rice at the Keenan Football Center, investigators say he got upset and may have even felt some form of guilt, recounting that he had missed a text from Molly Rotunda asking for a ride. So instead, she rode with UNC student Flamija Brewer. The report reveals Rice was not alone in his Chrysler sedan, but rather with another football player, Malachi Hamrick. Rice told agents he was in the middle lane of 54. Brewer was in the right lane that was about to end. He told agents he slowed down to let her merge and saw her car in the air. The crash report says Brewer's car rolled and stopped in the median. A photo in the ALE report shows the speedometer was locked at 105 after the crash, but the car's data shows it had been going 124. Sources say racing may have been a factor. The report says Rice and Hamrick turned around and pulled Rotunda out of the car. Hamrick called 911. They left the scene after they saw the ambulance, saying it was too much to witness, and Rice had to pull Hamrick away.
So in terms of what happens to the 2 bars from here, these reports, they were compiled by the ALE, handed off to the ABC Commission. It is the commission that now decides what to do. Those consequences could include fines, suspensions, or written warnings. I did reach out to both bars to see if they wanted to comment for this story. I have not yet heard back.
Well, what a tragedy. Thank you, Sarah.